The Ashes, England captain Joe Root insists he is ready for Australia. Root, now captain, had a tough baptism to Ashes cricket in his first series in 2013-14, with England whitewashed 5-0 as Mitchell Johnson ran riot and the Yorkshiremen dropped for the final test in Sydney. But his form has taken off since then, Root averaging 59.83 in tests over the intervening period, and he believes the experience of 4 years ago will stand him in good stead ahead of next week's first test in Brisbane. "I think me personally, I wasn't ready," Root said of the last tour. "Everything seemed to happen quite quickly. I think one thing for me this time will be making sure the game is played at my pace, trying to be nice and calm and collected out in the middle and feel really ready for that aspect of Test cricket, which you do experience here in Australia." Root insists the whitewash 4 years ago, inspired by Johnson's 37 wickets, will not be glossed over as England look for answers of how to win this time. "I think conversations about last time can be healthy, if they're done in the right way, and I think more than anything you've got to look at it as a huge opportunity," he said ahead of England's final warm-up match against a Cricket Australia 11 that started in Townsville overnight. "It's almost against all the odds, isn't it? You're in their backyard. Everyone in the ground seems to think that they're playing for Australia, and they'll do everything they can to help their side. Everything seemed to happen quite quickly. I think one thing for me this time will be making sure the game is played at my pace, trying to be nice and calm and collected out in the middle and feel really ready for that aspect of Test cricket, which Joe Root, you've got the opportunity to upset that, go and do something really special, playing for your country, Ashes series, lot of history, you want to be a part of that." Joe Root has dismissed Australia's pre-Ashes sledging as a load of rubbish and insists he is relishing the prospect of being targeted by a hostile home crowd and pace attack in Brisbane next week. The England captain is traditionally singled out by the Australians before any series. However, Root, his side's leader and premier batsman, is not only looking forward to the challenge but took the chance to take aim at the war of words being waged by the hosts. David Warner got things started before the tourists had even arrived down under, the Australia opener likening the Ashes to war and admitting he G'd himself up by fostering hatred towards England's players. Plenty has been said since, with a succession of Australians saying they will target Root as a way of trying to bring down England during the series that starts at the Gabba on Thursday week. But Root is just looking forward to getting stuck in after finishing the last series at home 2 years ago, which England won 3-2, as his side's leading run scorer. "I just want the first test to come round," he said. "It's been such a long wait. There's been a lot of talk. Some of it exciting and some of it a load of rubbish, especially from some of the Aussie players. I've heard a lot of chat about targeting me, in particular. From our point of view, we'll be targeting every single one of them. We won't be singling anyone out. To win a test you've got to take 20 wickets and score more runs than them. Of course we'll have plans in place for each individual player, but bring it on. It's what it's about. It should be a great series. The 26-year-old knows he will be in the crosshairs of Australia's partisan home crowds and pace attack, led by Mitchell Starc. But asked exactly what he thought being targeted meant, Root admitted, "I don't really know. You go into every series expecting you're going to get targeted, as a batter. People are going to look at your technique, look at ways you've got out and try to work out what's the best way to combat you scoring runs. I don't see how that will be any different from any other series. I think it's something they use as a tool sometimes, to try to get the crowd and the public behind it, try to get on my back verbally. But in terms of how I'm going to prepare, it won't be any different to any other major series tempo, technique-wise in practice, but mentally it might be slightly different. If they're wasting energy trying harder at me, then I hope that works well for the rest of the guys." Pat Cummins, who along with Starc and Josh Hazlewood will form Australia's pace attack, yesterday insisted he will try and strike fear into England by reprising the role of Mitchell Johnson from 4 years ago. Johnson's raw pace helped him take 37 wickets to inspire the hosts to a 5-0 whitewash on England's last Ashes tour in 2013-14. Cummins is the quickest of the current Australian fast bowlers but, 6 years after making his debut, has yet to play a test at home. Asked about Cummins' comments, Root said, "Fear is not the right word. They have a lot of quality in their attack, but we have lots of quality in our side too." These are the sorts of statements you expect flying around a week or two out from the first test of an Ashes series. Intimidation is always the talk. Last time that caught us out, and I think we are a bit wiser this time. It's making sure we are absolutely prepared for any scenario out there, and absolutely ready for that first game, whatever they do throw at us. We expect it to be hostile, we expect it to be a very loud and rowdy atmosphere at the Gabba. Hopefully we are in a good place and ready for that, because I think we have got our heads round what to expect. It's now about making sure we do whatever we can to feel ready with the bat and the ball and going out there and delivering.